Want to play a law of attraction game with me? Okay, cool. So for the next 7 days, I want you to pretend that you are the star of a movie. And in this movie, you have magic powers. And one of your magic powers is that anything you write down will manifest. Anything. Anything at all. And it will manifest in unique ways, creative ways, clever ways, useful ways, shocking ways, exciting ways. It will manifest quickly. It will manifest almost immediately. And I want you to carry with you a notebook and a pen all week on your person, wherever you go, no matter what it is. And anything that comes up this week, anything that bothers you, worries you, frightens you, anything that disturbs your peace, anything that confuses you, go to the notebook and write down precisely what it is that you desire to experience instead. With like from this perspective that I have superpowers, and one of my superpowers is my pen is my wand. If I write this shit down, it's over. The induction into our law of attraction game is a very simple one, but it's important. So I want to break it down a little bit. So the induction is you are starring in a movie. I use that movie device to help you just go ahead and get right on past your limited thinking, all of the reasons why it can't work. Let's just move right past that. You are starring in a movie, and in this movie, you have superpowers. One of your powers is that your pen is your wand. Anything you write manifests. It will manifest surprisingly quickly, in stunning ways, remarkable ways, creative ways, clever ways, useful ways, and ways that leave you at an advantage. And so the first thing to understand is that we get right past the limitations because you're starring in a movie. So you don't have to worry about that. Special effects, how it's going to happen. There's a team to make it happen. The other part is that you have superpowers, plural, which indicates that you may stumble upon some of your other superpowers. And I would just love to know what has happened for y'all, because this week something has happened for me twice. What has happened for me is that I've had friends reach out. Reach out energetically. Okay. Twice this week, I have experienced a sudden need to call a friend. And if you know me, you know I'm not calling you. I'm not calling you. Girl, I am not calling you. And so why that is so hilarious to me is that both of the times that I felt this sudden need to call a specific friend, I actually did it, first of all, which again, if you're my friend, you know, the idea to call you is one thing, but actually picking up the phone and dialing your number until you answer so that we can have a conversation, that's very unlike me. That's very unlike me. So I got that urge, and both of the people that I got the urge to call, both of them are participating in this scripting game. Both of them were in the middle of an hyper emotional, very, very emotional experience about which they are scripting. One of them had tragic news. One of them had great news. But the important thing is that they're both scripting with me. They're both experiencing something that is putting them in an emotionally excited state. And both of them said that they were about to reach out to me. I actually looked into my DMs, and one of the friends that I called had DM'd me 14 minutes before I suddenly washing my dishes like, I need to call her, and did. And it was 7:00 in the morning when I did this, which again, I'm not calling anybody at the top of the day, especially not before business hours, even friends. But this time I was like, let me just call. And I called and I left the message, and then we were able to get on the phone a little while later. The other one told me, I just signed for this car. I was about to call you. as soon as I left the dealership. Wow. And so here's what I would like to say. Pay special attention to your other superpowers as they come online, the other things that, and if you're like me and you're feeling this urge to connect with certain people, because some of y'all are really busy and y'all spend a lot of time on the phone anyways. I even wonder if y'all would notice this happening. For me, it's a very strange desire to even want to pick up the phone and call people. I actually don't like it at all. And then to actually do it is pretty impressive. So just pay attention. But for you, maybe it's you're being more lucid in dreams, or maybe your clairvoyance or your clairaudience is really picking up, or or maybe you feel the need to connect with someone like I did, or maybe it's, feeling more of an urge to go sit down at your altar and pray, or whatever it is. Just pay attention to what else is kind of pulling you and calling you. I think it would stand to reason that you would see some of your other magic powers coming online and feel the inspiration to take certain actions, because with scripting, we're essentially calling things into our experience, and it will sometimes require us to align ourselves and take specific actions to align ourselves. So if you feel yourself inspired to take a certain action, go ahead and do that. Love you.